technically played by the first time, if I'm counting recording, but replaying because I didn't play this game in years, and I just wanted to after playing the demo for Pokemon 11. And I played the first stage and the first thing because I have a huge text and it just is unescapable. I don't like waiting for the text. I'm going to play with Gunvolt because I know I think playing film is a little bit more fun. Because it's more like Rookman except for his charge shot. Actually, not really. Beck is more like Rookman. In fact, Beck is like designing the games almost like 8-bit Rookman. And I don't know if this game is could be classified as 8-bit or 16 bits. I don't know which one. I just know that it's like not old school, retro style. I think that's how people mostly call it. Let me see if I can get this out there. Yeah, got it. I never was able to do it before. I tried earlier when I was testing things. This is a life, and the little P on the bottom right is my life. The life on the top left is my... Actually, the bar on the top left is my life. On the top right is my points, because this game actually has some point system, because it's a retro style game. Bottom left you have a multiplayer count that I think the only thing that serves is specifically to give you more points and also to give you a trophy. I think I remember having a trophy related to that. I don't know why. And there is a little thing that I don't know if it's happening, because when you record this as a video, normally you have like a little icon, not icon, but like a scene for the game. It's kind of like a thumbnail on the bottom right. And when you are recording like that, I don't know actually when you are live streaming, I don't know if actually it's the same way. Let me just check it, because it's easy if I just check. Right? Let me see. Yep, it doesn't appear. I don't know why I forgot to change the thing. But around the screen you can see like the little how to play. It's little written in the top of the screen how to play mode. Sorry. It is very simple. Simple controls. You only use 2 buttons for every single character, which is kind of bad because the back has like his dash, but his dash is like a charge attack, and you can do like the slow dash. Slow dash? I think it's the low dash. No, it's confusing. Back is a little bit different to play, but every single character have a charge attack, and his charge attack is this. You have to stop for a while before he actually shoots, and you have double jump, and you don't have too much switch. It doesn't really give too much damage. And this boss right here, if you have never seen him, is one of the bosses from Gunvolt. It's really the one that I fight second or third, and I think, no, I don't think he is actually pretty kind of difficult, especially the first time that you play, because this section that he just goes into the air and starts like shooting down, it's almost like a bird hell, and I hate bird hell sections in like 2D style games, because different from there is an airplane. Wait a second, because usually I think that kind of goes down a little bit when this is a gun stage. Oh yeah, this game is, I forgot to say, this game is a fusion between, hey, goddamn, those cats. A fusion between Garugan, Gunvolt, and Mario number 9. And made by the same people that made Mario number 9, which integrates. They also did, I think they also did Garugan and Gunvolt. Gunvolt is probably my favorite integrate game, except from excluding the Rookman games that they did for Capcom. They made every Rookman game, every 2D Rookman game after Rookman 0, but they did not did Rookman 11. And I I think in Gunvolt's case, Nothing Cage was actually kind of partially responsible. It was like a direction or something. Like, I remember seeing that he had some kind of like influence in the creation or something of Gunvolt. And Gunvolt plays really different from most Bookman type games, because you don't just shoot on the other game, because you can see them just shooting normally. In Gunvolt itself, you don't really shoot and destroy the enemies. What happens is you shoot and you kind of like create a target. You gives damage, but you just kind of create a little target and you press a button and you start electrocuting everything that was targeted. And you can target up to 3 times per enemy, depending on the weapon, because you can change from a weapon who just gives damage, a weapon who only hit once, I think. On the path to enemies, or one that kind of like redirects your things. And I need to learn that I don't need to do everyone, I just have to go to the end of the stage feeling. Yeah. And all those enemies are from, I think, as far as I can remember, they are from Mine number 9, not Mine number 9, Gunvolt, because they are armors. And they are the same for every single character. I never really played, from all those games, the only one that I didn't play was Garugan. Not because I didn't want to, just I didn't want to play a kind of rail shooter with a controller. Actually, I don't mind, just that kind of feels uncomfortable sometimes. And I don't like playing on PC, so I don't bought on PC. Despite the fact that I bought a bunch of games on PC that I never really played, because I don't like playing on PC. This one I think was the only one that actually gave me trouble the first time that I played this game. And I don't remember exactly why. Because I remember that I have to somehow... Okay, no, because you have to dodge his attacks and he have these little things and yep. Shit. So letters, yep, it's very simple, but it's kind of like you have to know what to do or just die a lot. I'm just going to give him a little and like, yep. No, I think it was less than I would do if I just mash. Because sometimes, not sometimes, some bosses they have like a huge immense build frame, so I just don't know which one. But this one actually doesn't have it. Because he's like a type of boss that just opens after a little gimmick thing. And Shepherd now have hearts, even though she just standing still with one frame. Lad. Oh yeah, by the way, there are I think 5 stages, and he warp. Warp are technically more stages are more difficult, and they are open from the beginning, as far as I can remember. But I don't find them that more difficult. They're just actually I'm not going to say they're not that much difficult because I don't remember them almost at all when I start thinking about those enemies are minor Gunvolt enemies. Yeah, this game is basically like what they did was they basically took like a lot of things from Gunvolt and make a mix with both Minor Milan and Garugan, because those 3 are the main like well-known game from Integrates. And a little thing that I found out not years later, but after finishing playing Shantae, I think, if I'm not incorrect, I don't know how to that, but I read somewhere that I think Pirate's Curse was made in collaboration between both Integrates and Way Forward, and that's why the artist that makes the art actually that's why the art from Pirate's Curse looks a lot like the art from Bookman ZX or ZX, because the same guy doing the art, which is kind of curious to me. It's funny because Shantae is one of my favorite, actually my favorite non-Japanese indie game, basically. And my favorite one is Pirate's Curse, and then I found out that it's the one that have the most like Japanese hands on it. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but at the same time it makes like the uniqueness of the Japanese game shown even more. Because I usually say like there are types of games that look and you say it's just the game is Japanese. I don't know exactly why. It's just the way the game plays and the game feels. A bunch of things about the game we are playing just feels like it is a Japanese game. So like even if it was done somewhere else, it feels like a Japanese game. And it's kind of like the best compliment that I can give to a game, because a lot of games just feel boring. I don't know. But Shantae is the series that actually feels like a Japanese game to me. And when I think that the game that I like the most is the one that have the biggest amount of like Japanese help, I think. I don't know if they did anything else but the art, but I remember reading something that they had some kind of influence. And I just find kind of weird that Shantae never actually like was never considered like that big of a character, despite the fact that she's cool. I didn't even knew those things up there. She was, you know, she's a really cool character looking, and the games are really good. And this stage is in fact from Gunvolt. I know because it is one of the most annoying stages, and because I didn't play this game in like 2 years, I don't remember any of the bosses, but I know they are like a simplified version of the normal bosses, which means that this boss is probably going to be annoying, because he's one of the most annoying bosses in the other game, so it's not going to be pretty. Yep, it's him. Okay, yep, it's pretty close. I don't think he's going to do. I see if bosses only have 2 or 3 attacks, 3 or 4 attacks actually. Yep, this one is way too slow compared to in the game itself, and in game it is really terrifying because it's like kind of subtle all of a sudden, and don't give you too much time to avoid and have like bees on the screen that complete kind of box of vision. It's a weird boss. It's cool to fight. It's just like one of those bosses that takes you a while to realize the pattern. He's just normal. Here he's just normal 8-bit style boss, you know, like you have a little bit of chance and you can do things. Kinda like fighting a simplified version of fighting a Ninja Gaiden boss. Because they're not that difficult. The problem with Ninja Gaiden is that your movement is way too stiff, so you can dodge everything and then just attack. Yep, I only have 2 more stages. But I'm kind of surprised because the first time that I played this game it took me a while to be able to finish. No, okay, shouldn't be that surprised because that's the thing that usually happens to me. I played the game for the first time. It is also a Gunvolt stage. I think all of those are going to, no, not all of those. Yeah, that is one of the best gimmicks in the game, because it's like a little boost that appears, and in the game it's like they have a cool effect and everything. Is one of the best things. I don't like to play because it can be kind of confusing and you feel like you are losing things when you're playing it, but at the same time it's like it's so fun to do like the movement correctly. Hey, in this game you don't have any kind of, actually with Gunvolt you don't have any kind of like dash or something. Here is down jump, just have it like double jump, which is kind of a little bit of a bummer because in his actual game he has a constant run, which is one of the best ways to run the game. One of the best things in the actual Gunvolt games are the way the character moves and movement and everything. It's kind of like playing Ahead in Time, because Ahead in Time, one of the things that made me wanting to play the game start to finish was when I started playing it, and then I felt good playing it, like doing the movements just walking around and like doing the cartwheels and the double jumps and the stuff felt good enough that I wanted to finish the game. Even if I didn't really care about the story, or even care about the characters at all, just wanted to walk around and collect shit. That's basically what I wanted. And I think that's the best thing that kind of a game can do. Don't have an item here? Nope. Oh yeah, this game have a lot of like secret items. And I think there is an item that if you stand for a while you get it. I think you have to hold a button in specific places. Yeah, I think you got a trophy too if you find one of them, just one of them. But it's kind of like just, oh, you get a bunch of points and that's it. It's nothing special. Almost in the game you don't really unlock anything outside of the new stage. It's just like, oh, finish the game, cool. I like when games have like a outside motivation for me to finish it, better than just you complete everything. I thought I was going to one hit kill me with spikes because of Brookman. Here just, oh god, this is quickly. Okay, here, yeah, I don't need life anymore. I have 9 lives. You have a limit of 9, and I didn't really realize that it was going to be kind of this easy. At least by now. I know it's going to something happen. I'm going to completely lose everything alive because I don't win the rest of the game. But the game is pretty easy, especially if I use it to playing Brookman and ask someone who lets you finish every single Brookman. Actually, not every single Brookman. 1 through 8. I didn't finish 9 and 10. I played 9 and 10 other things. This boss is really cool. I just don't know how it's going to be here. He is pretty similar. I don't know how to avoid him. Actually, I know how to avoid him. Now that I think about it. He basically in the original game, if you this part here, you just hold the electric button and all of those things just dodge. It's really cool. Because one of the battles they use a lot of the this game itself uses a lot of the new mechanics that it have really well. Here they also kind of use, but it's more like universal. Oh, you can just walk and jump, and that's how you avoid everything. In the actual game, it's more of a oh, that's how you play, so everything is going to be the way you actually using all of your mechanics. Bosses in this game are way too slow. This section takes like what, 2 seconds in the original one, because it's made to, this battle is made to be really fast. Okay, no more. Yep, that's fine. Oh, I think if I use that electricity, I could like not dodge but reflect the spikes here. If it works like the game, or if you shoot it, maybe. Mirror, which is like the in the original game, is not the last part. It is the and oh, I don't know who this character is. I don't remember actually. Oh god. Oh, now I remember. I had problem with this character at least. I had problem. I don't know if I'm going to have problem again. Because this guy that just got pulled out of the thing, he was like your rival in the game. He basically was Rookman because he had the same ability as Rookman. Every boss you defeated, he got the boss weapon. And because in Gunvolt you don't have the boss weapon, unfortunately, you kinda have to think about which boss you defeated because he appears in the middle of the game. He just appears and you have to defeat his stage. And his stage is a little bit confusing in some areas. This boss is going to be the boss. Is going to be actually the part is going to give me a little bit of a nightmare. I had, especially because this boss, I think this boss is exclusive for this game. And it's a boss that apparently changed the sets when he or she passed through the mirrors. It's simple. It's just some attacks that are kind of annoying to avoid. You have to shoot a lot of times to break the whatever the pattern. God damn it. Just stay in the middle. That oh. Wait, I don't remember. Actually, I don't know if when you kill a character they permanently die in Gunvolt 1. Technically they do, but they come back, but they don't come back. It's kind of confusing because they have a traditional boss rush, right? In Gunvolt. This game they don't have it. They just have this little final boss. But in Gunvolt they have the gauntlet, but it's not like every character. They are like spares between stages, like in Rockman X1 and Rockman 1. Actually, it's more like Rockman 1 because one of the stages fight them like in a sequence. It's kind of cool. It's just like I don't know. I wanted to see the character design, made me want to see more of the characters and know more about them instead of just finding them and kill them. Actually, you can, because in Gunvolt you can activate kind of codec, and the characters talk throughout the entire of the stage, and can be actually it is not, but can be more annoying than Mario number 9, because in Mario number 9 they talk and like you have like a little part on the screen that just shows it while they're talking. And in Gunvolt, if you're not playing on 3DS or DS, because I think on DS it's not like that, you just take like half of the screen. Like they talk and you have like the subtitles on the half of the screen, and if you don't know Japanese you have to read because you have only two options: mute with English text or mute or with Japanese audio and English text. I don't mind that, but I know that some people do, that I actually prefer to play like that than the other one. Also, Gunvolt is really annoying to play in PC if you don't have like a official 360 controller, because they just, I don't know if the PS4 controller works correctly, but the other ones that I had, they didn't work correctly at all. I still have night lives, bunch of those things, and I think one of the trophies get the what's the thing? The count multiplier. So oh god, I think this game doesn't have like hazard, like death hazards, only like damage hazards. And this stage is loosely based on the Pyron stage from Mario number 9. The guy who fired, the one who, another character that says Moiro a lot, basically. I think he's one of the people that say Moiro, like the guy from Rockman 7 that says burn to the ground all the time when you get against him. I didn't know he was so annoying in the English version, because in the Japanese version he's just like another character that screams Moiro a lot. But in the English version I think he's just one of the most annoying characters in the game. I don't know why, I don't just want to get it, but I don't need lives anymore. I remember fighting Pyron yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday when I was testing the game. And he was a little bit difficult, more difficult than the normal characters. So basically he's like mirror-like his level of difficulty. Basically. I don't think it's kind of annoying that they use the exact same character for exact same enemies for every single stage. I would like the enemies could like, you know, behave the same, but they just changed like the character design for the characters from the game, you know. Would be cooler. Oh, this is a little bit of a trollish, I think, because you break, you can only pass release if you are back, because back have a slide, actually a low dash. Yeah, I remember you have a low dash, and if you charge, you have like a dash that damages. It didn't even take that much damage. I don't remember if this game have like difficult levels. Does it have? Yeah. I'm playing on default, so I don't know. Actually, I just put and then start playing it. I don't even know if the difficult level actually have it. The more unique character is just the girl from, yeah, it is, girl from the other gun, because she's not from a 2D game. He's really easy to read, but he's as like, it's not difficult to react, but you have like to memorize his first like pose before he attacks, and he's way too slow to actually do anything that well. Basically, in the game he also does that in Mario number 9. He just poses and you have to dodge accordingly. For example, when he does nothing in this, he just runs. When he just is like I'm strong pose, he just does that. Do the other attack, please. There is one, yeah. This one in the game is really annoying, because he kinda like runs and explodes when he gets close to you, and the only real way for you to dodge is to use dash. You have to dash from the opposite side, and if you dash to the wall, you just gets damage because you are hitting a wall of fire. You usually have to run towards him, immediately realize that and go back. And because in the game, in the actual game, they are like way faster. You don't have that much time to, you know, to kind of like do a mistake. And I think this one is, this one, the only one was based, no, this one is based on the Snake Girls. But you don't have like the Knight gimmick. I really like this gimmick in this stage, especially in the actual game, because you have to change the colors. And one of the things that are really cool, the weird part is the extra stages are the ones that have new enemies. The really cool part is that sometimes, because you can target different things at the same time and then just choose electricity to actually attack. When you apply some arrows, they basically go like, oh, you have to use purple instead of red, and then you have to hit, I think, blue and red at the same time instead of just one. And it's really cool. They have 3 colors. I still 2 colors, I don't remember. But they have this thing. If you hit this, I forgot to mention, if you hit those little walls, you get damage. That's it. In the actual game, you get a lot of damage. In this one, is just like, I think it's a little. Is there something? Nope. It's easier to realize the secret items here than they are in Castlevania games. Actually, it's pretty similar because you have like a pattern to them that's really recognizable. Just that they're not that useful, because in Castlevania you could get health. Here you get health every single step that you take. Cool. Here you get this amount of damage. And I think you cannot damage boost through them. You have to actually hit the thing and proceed. Alright. Oh god. Cool, the game just... Can I do this? Yep, I can. I don't know how I would, in any way, shape or form, do the thing with the other characters. Because he's the only one that have this little target thing. See, it's easy. Usually it's walls that look like they are going to, like that. They don't have this as a charge. No, the charge is different. The girl ones, it just makes the character kind of like fall in love with her. So it starts flowing on her side. And I think you can shoot them, or they shoot a little bit and then just disappear, something like that. Or a little bit of those, both. Yeah. And back only have, like I just said, the charge dash, which damage the enemy and doesn't really give damage. I still give a little bit of damage, a little bit more damage, but nothing like substantial. Those two. The part in the game that you play, that like her stage, is really cool. But she's also one of the worst enemies to be able to fight the pattern, because you have to fight a pattern against 2 characters. And again, the game itself is really fast. It's not like slow like this. It's not, here is not even slow. She's a little faster than the other ones. It's just that 2 enemies. Difficult to do. Not really difficult. In the game, you have to kill them at the same time because they have, each character have like a special ability, like a super. You know, in Rockman 11, that they have the Kabuki assistant. In this game, it's something similar. After they lose a certain amount of life, they can use their kind of like desperation move, like in Kingdom Hearts. And their desperation move is resurrection, which means if you kill one of them and the other is alive, and you just like not kill her immediately, she just goes resurrection and then just immediately resurrects the other one, I think, with half the life, and they just do it up until the moment that you kill them at the same time. It's kind of annoying, and I don't know how to kill them using the normal buster, because I think you can, but normal buster, no, the gun that just gives like a damage instead of targeting, because you can target both of them, like target 2 in one in the other, and then do a little bit of damage, and then reverse the thing, or just target 1 and then continuous damaging. It's not difficult when you learn how to do it. It's just you have to. The time window for you to learn is way too short, and if you lose, you have to do all the stage again, and maybe a little bit annoying. Again, those stages are the ones that have the extra characters, extra enemies, and this is basic. Not this basic. This is the stage from Mario number 9. The goddamn is the Brando, the first one that I always fight against when I'm playing Mario 9, because I love his sub weapon, because it's basically like you are able to play Pokemon. This was really well hidden, but here's the thing that's curious. If you're like me, you're just going to be here and then start shooting like crazy, and you're probably going to break the wall unintentionally, and it basically shows you that have the little secret items. Too little. It's kind of like when I was playing NEC, and they had a crystal close to a wall, and then I destroyed the crystal, and then he just targeted the wall and then destroyed the wall, and I saw that, you know, they have secret items here, actually in this stage, because I didn't know this stage specifically had the items yet. Next kind of bad with the extra stuff, because it's like randomized, and they don't limit they don't do like, oh, if you have every single item from this you don't get this anymore. They just go, oh, you have every single gadget, okay, but the crystals, they just spawn randomly. It's not good. Yeah, do I die? No, I just take damage. It's kind of, this is a little bit too easy to me. Some, I can't even get it. I can. Only way is like small items that I can't. It's because my body kind of like fed a little bit through the wall. Cool. Good to know that my hitbox is bigger than everything. This stage was faster than the other one, and this is one of my favorite fights in the actual game. Okay. One of my favorite fights, except from his desperation move that he basically have like a really short window where he's able to dodge. The best way to do is just go below him and he jumps, and use the, god damn it, go below him when he jumps, and when he does his rider kick, he's just going to target you on the side that you are. Actually, he targets one direction, the direction that he was when he jumped. He start actually taking, like, consider that you just change the direction. So, okay, it's complicated to explain. Let me wait for the next stage so I can explain it better, or for me to die that I can explain better. For example, I'm here, right? Wait, I'm here, and then he jumps here. If I don't pass through, he's going to like target the area I am, and because he's going to go this direction, he can like redirect him a little bit, so he can follow me up into this area. But if I just go here, he just goes past through him. That's what I want to say. Is that okay? I have to pay more attention to what he's doing, because this little one is the one that kind of like takes me, like, without me being able to react. Oh cool, now he's just doing like the whatever the fuck he wants. Because usually have like a pattern that's like, oh, does one dash or one thing, and then he's gonna do a jump attack. But now he's just doing whatever he wants. Actually no, now he's actually following a pattern. God damn it. Oh yeah, because this game is not official from any of the other games. Just actually it is official game, just like it's not part of the games. You don't really have any extra things. I think, yeah, you unlock more stuff when you play in Burst, which is a Mighty Gunvolt 2 or Mighty Gunvolt 2, but in this one you don't unlock anything. You just have every single thing is like the same from start to finish, which can be a little bit bad for some people, because the ability, especially to me, the ability to like, oh, I'm losing to the stage, let me try something else, and then when I come back I'm going to be able to do it better because I'm more equipped to do it. Even though I get better by playing the game, this is the last stage. This is Garagon, obviously, I think. If you don't know, Garagon is a game that I play on school, and I didn't even remember that guy was safe. Cool. Oh, I thought there was a thing that I could not pass through. It's kinda a little bit of a trap, because usually those guys do not appear without items. But, yeah. Those ones, I don't... Here's the weird part, right? Garagon doesn't have really enemies. It's like, you have like a Cupid weapon, and then the Cupid weapon, every girl like form walls you, and you have to shoot them for them to kind of like orgasm and go away, basically. That's the best explanation this game can have. It's actually pretty fun, because I played the game once or twice, and it's actually pretty fun because I like rail shooters, just that I don't know if I'm going to, you know, buy a game, I'm going to buy a game with like 2D or 3D or even a fighting game, because they're games that I'm going to play the most, instead of like a game that I'm going to play a little bit. It's not that I don't want to buy the game, it's just that I'm not gonna buy the game while I have other games that I really wanted to play. So like a priority. For example, so Calibur 6 is a priority. I'm just having to wait for the game to be like what, half the price, because the game is way too fucking expensive. These guys are a nightmare in the actual game. I always pass through them without finding them. I find them so annoying. This looks like a rope enemy. Substitute the balls for ice, and you have the thing that throws ice at you in the Rockman 8, which is one of my favorites visually. I won't say it's better than, visually it's better than 11, because I really like the graphics on 11. Because it's one of the few Capcom games that they actually like maintain the art style without fucking up. They're doing every single other game, like Devil May Cry, Biohazard, the Monster Hunter game, which I played when they had the trial, and I honestly could not pass through the entire of the tutorial because I got really bored, and rare games made me bored enough that I did not want to finish it. God of War, the new one, got really close, but I just don't want to replay the stuff that I didn't save right now. So yeah, it's not good, but it's not that bad. Oh cool, 199. I don't know what this anime is. Actually, it's a hard slime basically, but I mean like in the game lore, let's say like that. I'm going to die. Yeah, this little thing is not the most menacing, both visually and gameplay wise. It's just that I'm going to die right now, right? Yep. It's just easy to dodge. I just had way too little life, and because I didn't fight him for a while or her for a while, I just don't really know how to avoid it, what the pattern is. Even though you can clearly see that's randomized, so it's one of the things that I kind of hate the most in video games. I don't really like depending on RNG to random number generator. That is what RNG means. Goddamn. Here comes it again. Oh, I was going to try the little technique, but it didn't work. Because usually RNG are like either you get something fantastic or just get fucked. Usually I'm in the middle, especially when it comes to gacha, because I use it to play a lot of gacha games, but then I just like nah, let me just play actual games. And because RNG are like something that's not dependent, it doesn't really depends on your skill. It's something that I don't like. That's one of the aspects from Biohazard 3 I don't like. Just for a second I was just like, oh, nothing happens, I'm going to refight Mirror. Next time I'm just going to fight Mirror after passing through every stage. Or I'm going to fight this guy and then, man. This is like a reference to Street Fighter 2, probably. I wouldn't say like 100% sure. There is a reference to Street Fighter, which would be really cool, but I cannot say it because I don't know. But if it is, it's awesome. It's kind of awesome. Not that much, but actually it is. Street Fighter, even though right now Street Fighter 5 sucks a lot, I still like the universe. Let's like that. Yes, Street Fighter game went back to having arcade mode instead of having just a shitty story mode that you finish really fast and never play again unless you want, like, I don't know, play on the harder difficulty, and the AI just read every single movement that you do, which is one of the most annoying things that the AI is doing in fighting games. I'm gonna upgrade this side, no this side. Bam! I killed one with the other. Cool. I think the idea of this character is kind of like fusion between every character from every game. Actually, a boss that's kind of a fusion from every character in every game. Anyway, it's kind of crossover type character. You know, they have like parts from each universe. That's what I meant. Because have like the change from the girl to boy because reasons, but would actually like accentuate a little bit. Because I got a gun, and the other two were more male characters. The mirror attacks copy the stage mirror from the original Gunvolt, and his attack pattern feels a little bit more like, I would say, or it's just a character from Gunvolt that I don't remember, which is also a possibility, a high possibility actually. Anyways, end the stream here. Bye. That was a really good time. And the game was originally released to, I think, DS, and then re-released it to PS4, I think PlayStation, no, 4, Vita, I think Xbox One, and PC. And you might know this game as Mighty Gunvolt. I never said that before, but yeah, that's the thing. Anyways, bye.